Welcome to Rights Alive, a journey into the heart of our democracy. Today, we celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Bill of Rights, a compass guiding through principles of justice, freedom, and equality. Section 17. No person shall be compelled to be a witness against himself. Example, getting arrested. Section 17 lets them stay silent. They don't have to say something that could harm them. It's a protection to keep things fair.
Bill of Rights, Section 1. No person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property, nor shall any person be denied the equal protection of the law. It's all about our rights to live our life, rights to liberty or our freedom, rights to our property. And it should have an equal protection of the law, whether you're rich or poor.
Bills of Rights, Section number 2. Protect an individual rights to privacy and protect them against right intrusion in their private activities. What are reasonable restraints and juries? Unreasonable restraint of the juries in their restraint the juries of authorities without a valid restraint, warrant, or warrant of arrest.
Bill of Rights, Section number 4. What is the freedom of speech and press freedom? You can voice your opinion using words, symbols, or action without fear of government censorship. The government will not restrict, bar, censor the media. You can gather in a group to come together and collectively express, promote, pursue, and defend their collective or share ideas.
Philippine Constitution Bill of Rights Section 9 states that private property shall not be taken for public use without just compensation. This means that the government cannot seize or take away someone's property without paying them a fair price for it. This provision in the Philippine Constitution is meant to protect the property rights of citizens and ensure that they are not unfairly deprived of their possessions by the government.
Section 20, Article 3, the Bill of Rights and our 1987 Constitution. Section 20 provides that no person shall be imprisoned for debt or non-payment of a poll tax. So what is debt? Means any liability to pay money growing out of a contract expressed or applied for humanitarian reasons. An added guarantee of the liberty of persons against their incarceration for the enforcement of purely private debt because of their misfortune of being poor. Fraudulent debts may result in the imprisonment of the debtor if the fraudulent debt constitutes a crime such as estafa and the accused has been duly convicted. So the scope of the guarantee against imprisonment for non-payment of debt is that if an accused fails to pay the fine imposed upon him, this may result his subsidiary imprisonment because of his liability as ex delicto and not ex contracto.
Section 12 of the Bill of Rights emphasizes that individuals being investigated for an offense have the right to stay silent and the right to legal representation. The preference is for them to choose their own counsel, but if they cannot afford one, legal assistance will be provided. Importantly, this right can only be waived in writing in the presence of their chosen legal representative.
Section 11. Article of the 1987 Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines declares that the state values the dignity of every human person and guarantees full respect for human rights. For example, free access to the courts and quasi-judicial bodies and adequate legal assistance shall not be denied to any person of poverty.
Section 22, Article Bills of Rights. The state recognize and promote the rights of the indigenous cultural communities within the framework of national unity and development.